Greetings and welcome to Magic with Tamala Farron. And right now I'm about ready to do a reading for you and hopefully for the collective, that is. That way, it has been so beautiful out and it has been so inspiring that I am absolutely enjoying the weather. I can do without the rain, but being able to go outside again and work in the yard and go for walks and go out for tea has really boosted my spirit. It's really helped with that, and I've really enjoyed it. I hope everybody here is enjoying it as well. Okay. Ancestors and guides, I ask for your assistance this eve. May you bless us with your wisdom. As I roll some motive pee. Maybe two more cards, please. Oops. It's too many. Just two more. A long week, and I am looking forward to a peaceful week next week. We have a Darming Circle to go to on the equinox. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then I'm having a gathering here for my group, my coven. So that's going to be exceptional as well. I've been starting all sorts of seeds and garlic and tomatoes, peppers. I've even got bean sprouts growing. Let's see what else. My daughter, we cleaned up the backyard, get all the pots ready and everything organized. A lot of fun. Put these over here for now. Okay. This is called Five of Swords. This is from the Cozy Witch deck, by the way. What I'm seeing here is three people. And they're going their own paths. But they don't get along right now because they're all striving to prove that they're right or their way is better than the others. And that includes you. You are standing there going, sorry, I'm right. And realistically, I think all three of you would be. Just different perspectives. And one of the things that you have to learn along the path is that you can't be right all the time. You need to open up a little bit more and compromise on things. You need to be able to filter in the fact that sometimes change is good. Sometimes things are not quite as black and white as you seem to think. And you're not the only one, but what's more important? Okay? And I tend to think people are more important. So try to work it out. Try to talk it out. Try to understand one another. It's not how would I put this? There is always another way of dealing with a situation. And it's a whole lot better than walking away. Whole lot better. And here we go again. And this one is the Mandela deck. Really beautiful deck. But inside we have 3 people. And look how close they are together. And underneath it says, pause. In other words, think about what you're doing. In other words, take a break. Sit back. Realize that the connections you have are very important. And choice is something that we, yes, stand by. We choose what's right for us. But when somebody else is choosing what's right for them and somebody else is choosing what's right for them, it's time to realize that how do I put this best? My dad used to say it, politics and religion don't mix. Sometimes paths that we take are different and difficult, and we need to realize, open up a little bit, allow ourselves to be in tune with others. And sometimes we need to pause before we walk away, before we take a leap and leave. Because sometimes it's not what we think it is. Sometimes it's not as clear cut. Ace of Pentacles. And if you look, she's sitting on top of what looks like a fence. And she's looking down at the different plants. 2 intertwined that she's just ready to touch. She's looking down at them. It's time to realize you're not above anybody else. And everyone else in that circle that is causing issues needs to realize that too. Everyone's equal. And that's something that needs to be stated there. It is a strong disconnection that is really pulling at the heartstrings. And you need to face the fact of what's going on around you. Now this is 3 of Cups. And it's upside down. And it says, come together with your coven. And that's how it should look. But it's like this. And again, oddly enough, there's 3 people sitting there. 3. And they're all unique and all different. And it's all in the norm. It's wonderful. They accept one another. They love one another. They're good for one another. But there's a difference. when it's like this, there is a distraction, a discernment of anxiety and stress, and you guys have really taken things that aren't supposed to be so difficult and amplified it so that it really is, and it's not. It's a small thing. And when I say small, I mean realistically, in the big picture. If you guys just love one another and work with one another, this will settle down. This will stop the fighting, the arguing, and the inability to focus will disappear. The inability to let things slide and stop being so sensitive. Now, I'm wondering why this happened. And it's something new. And I'm wondering if it's another person that started getting in the middle of it all. Perhaps it's another person that started poking in on it. Letting people not another person that poking in, it's another person that wants to join. And in the process, there are just too many differences amongst a bunch of you to sit back and enjoy, rather than you're taking all the difference and all the uniqueness out of the situation and not realizing what a blessing it is. Let the person connect. Sit down, work this out. Because this person might have a lot of really wonderful ideas if you give them a chance. And you guys are so stuck on letting this burr between you guys that you're not letting it, you're not giving it a chance. You're not letting it work. The Emperor, but it was upside down. And it says, being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility. And it's upside down. So you're not taking responsibility for your actions. You're not taking in any more than they are. The energy that surrounds us in the world right now is becoming very hard. And I get that. There's a lot out there. And the anxiety of a normal person goes up from all of it. But we tend to be sensitive to these different things. And it hits us a little bit harder sometimes. And change is going to happen. Now that there's not just a couple of you, there's another one being added to. With all the stress and anxiety of everything else going around, we're just amplifying the newness, the uniqueness of a situation that should be a blessing. let it take form. Let it get together over a cup of tea, sit down, and be open and honest with one another. Try to work it out. And let everyone know we need to work this out. We can't just get up and walk away in a huff. We need to deal with this. This is important, and it's too important to let it go. If you do this, and I love this card. Oh, I love this card. It says smile. But if you look at it, there's the three of them smiling out in nature. And you have deer, and you have owl, and you have birds, and you have, oh gosh. And it's surrounded by leaves and flowers and water. And it's got the four elements. It's got the air and clouds. It's got the earth. It's got water. It's got fire of the sun. It has got the four elements in it, and they're smiling. So if you actually sit down and take responsibility for all your actions, all of you, you can work this out. It's a positive aspect. It's a positive look into what you're doing. Now, Four of Pentacles. She's standing on the other side, and you guys have all the keys to let her in. Or him. Let them in. But it's going to take everyone working together to do it. This is so spot on, it's scary. Very, very scary. Because we all tend to take a different look and hope that we're not going to be judgmental on others. And sometimes just the situation at hand brings a lot of discomfort and judgment, and you never know what's going to happen. Well, it's important that you do this. Take the extra step, the extra measure, and go forward. Letting go. You have to let go of all the negativity. Letting go. Okay, let's go to this one because it's calling. Forgiveness. Let's try one more for the outcome. Gratitude. Perfect. Let's get those again. Letting go of the negativity, forgiveness, and gratitude. Can't get any plainer than that. Everybody has issues. And like I said, within the last 6 weeks, we've all had to deal with new ones that we didn't think we'd have to deal with ever again. They were long gone. Different issues, different situations that we thought we were more human in this time frame. And we should be. So let's prove that we can work things out. That we can literally work together and allow others no matter how unique or different they are. It's important. Because if we're gonna work through this, it's got to be a united front. We got to stand up for the rights of everyone. And to do that, we have to be able to do this in our own circles, in our own groups. We have to connect. Don't let it go. Well, let it go. Let the negativity go. But don't let those people go. Life is too important. I hope that works for you. You take care. I'm only doing 2 for tonight. I will be doing more tomorrow. But I have a couple other things that I need to get set up, so you have a blessed night. It's getting kind of late. I get that. Please click like and subscribe. Much love and light to all of you. Blessed be.